Welcome to my channel. Today, I will talk about how we should care for orchids with the arrival of winter. We can revive orchids that enter the winter without flowers. You can support orchids to grow flower branches by giving natural fertilizers to orchids in winter. I will show you 3 different methods. We will prepare a natural fertilizer for orchids together. For this, I need a bowl of water and sodium bicarbonate. I put it in a teaspoon of water. Baking soda is especially useful for disinfecting vegetables and fruits from chemicals. After it is thoroughly dissolved, I will add the fertilizer we will use today into this water. I will use tangerine peels. I want to purify the peels of vegetables and fruits because they contain wax and harmful chemicals. I will keep the tangerines in carbonated water for 30 minutes. After waiting for 30 minutes, wash it thoroughly in this water and purify it. You can also do this with the help of a sponge. I need tangerine peels, that's why I peel the shells. I will cut it into thin slices. This process helps the vitamins in the peel to pass into water faster, especially in natural fertilizers. There is plenty of vitamin C in tangerine peels. In plants, especially root development accelerates leaf development. I chop the tangerine peels. Now let's move on to the other fertilizer recipe. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe. Subscribing is completely free. Be sure to turn the ringer on to be notified of my new videos. Let's move on to our second recipe. The other thing we will use is eggshells. The inside of the eggshell must also be clean. I had washed and dried these before. You can dry it in the sun. It is crumbling. Now I will grind the eggshell into powder. I turn the eggshells into powder. Now let's move on to the second stage. I put the crushed eggshells into an empty glass bottle. I will put 300 milliliters of boiling water on it. I will let it rest for half an hour to cool down. My eggshell water is gone cold. I use tap water again on top of this water. Tap water is rested water. It can also be purified water. We obtained 2 litres of water in total. The jar is 2 litres. I added water to it. I also add the tangerine peels that I previously chopped into this water. Thus, the abundant calcium in the eggshell and the vitamin C in the tangerine peel will combine to help form a very powerful fertilizer. We will cover this fertilizer and keep it in a cool place for 24 hours. I filtered the fertilizer that I kept for 24 hours. I also put it in the spray can because we will use this fertilizer in 3 different ways. I will also share these methods with you. Let's move on to step 1. In the first step, I spray the fertilizer I prepared on the orchid leaves from both the top and bottom to make the orchid leaves more vibrant and shiny. Thanks to this fertilizer, the orchid will be more vibrant. You can also spray this on the upper roots. Especially when applying this process, be sure to use a cotton ball to help remove excess water to prevent water from accumulating between the leaves. And I will apply this to all orchids. After applying this process to all leaves, let the orchid rest for at least 1 hour. Thus, it will provide fertilizer support on it. I wipe the leaves of my orchids, which I leave for an hour like this, with a clean carton. Especially since we are in winter, the orchid should not remain wet for hours in such applications. If you are growing orchids at home, you need to be careful. I will dry my orchid leaves with cotton now. I also share with you the development of my orchids. If you watched my video up to here and liked it, you can support me by pressing the like button and subscribing to my channel. You can also help the videos reach more people by sharing them with your loved ones. I shared all the developments of my orchids with you. Now we move on to the second step for orchid care. In the second step, we will support the roots of the orchids. For this, we will use this natural fertilizer that I prepared. I pour at least 8 tablespoons into each orchid part. You can give this fertilizer to orchids alternately once a month. You can apply the fertilizer to all your flowers in the house, living room flowers, and all plants with green leaves. It especially accelerates the root development and leaf development of the plant. Thus, it also helps flowerless plants to bloom quickly. After applying this process, I will share with you the development of my orchids over the months. I am sharing with you the development of my orchids over the months. As a result of the fertilizers I gave to the orchids, they quickly grew abundant new flower branches. As you can see, not only one, but more than one orchid flower branch can grow. Especially since we are currently in winter, be sure to place the orchids in a place that receives plenty of light and is close to the window. Thank you for watching my video this far. Goodbye and stay healthy.